Please welcome Padma Lakshmi. Pretty good, right?
Yeah, I make a girl feel good.
Yeah, well, you deserve it. We are
Thank
thrilled to have you here. Thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on the new show.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm super excited. I didn't think I would go back to the genre. But then, you know, I got an offer I couldn't refuse, and that was to create something exactly how I wanted it. And as you can imagine, I had a few ideas about what I would and wouldn't do after so many years. So.
As you should, as you should.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have objectively the coolest job on the planet?
I think your job is pretty cool. It feels great. Look, I'm lucky. I get to eat. I get to sit on my ass and talk about food, which I would do for free. You know, I have a cooking show and I don't even have to cook. That's the beauty of the show.
And like you say, you built this from the ground up. You created it. You're executive producing. You're hosting. What was it that you wanted to do differently this time?
I just thought the genre was ready for a refresh. I mean, you don't really see in that clip because it's hard to explain the show in a little clip like that because it doesn't have a format. It has no format, so it's really hard to explain to people. But it is like live-action sports. But instead of balls and bats, we have fire and knives, right? So it's...
Now you're talking. I'm your girl. I'm your girl for that.
Bunch. I know what you're into now.
Yeah.
No, but like, okay, so it's basically getting rid of all of the obstacles and the tricks and all of that. Like in most reality shows, especially cooking shows, you throw obstacles at them, you give them shitty products, or you make them fight for the oven or whatever, they're running around. And I really wanted the best of the best, and I wanted it to be like the Olympics or the Wimbledon of cooking, right? So I give everybody everything they need. There's every toy you can imagine. Each chef has their own station with 6 burners, an oven underneath. They have every ingredient that is very, very high-level restaurant ingredients. So they're not wanting for anything. I mean, the comparison that I kind of make is if you're going to go to Wimbledon and ask Serena Williams to come there, right? You're not going to give her a shitty racket.
This is true.
And you're not going to have her fight for that racket with her opponent. You're going to manicure that court, make sure everything is perfect because she really is the GOAT. So we have the finest chefs. Because also we're giving away $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The prize is not too shabby.
So,
that's never been done before.
No, not even. I think half is what's the biggest so far. But yeah, we're giving away $1 million because, you know, I didn't want to be the little poor sister on CBS. And so, like, the boys have $1 million for their shows. So I wanted $1 million for whoever won. And $1 million brings a lot of people out of the woodwork.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, and so even the set is designed differently. Like, there's no big lights or, you know, neon or anything. It looks like a working high-end kitchen. It's not even rectangle like most kitchens are rectilinear or like a proscenium stage. It doesn't look like a shiny floor game show. It is oval because people are more creative when there are rounder shapes, it turns out, and more focused. And so I did everything I could to support them. I mean, chefs have had a really hard time, you know, since pandemic.
We've all seen The Bear. We know.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's very stressful. Exactly. So I wanted to do everything I could to give them everything they need to succeed. And so that's what we've done.
Now, I don't want you to spoil anything, but do we have to give President Trump the cup at the end?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I hope not. No.
You know, he has a way of doing that.
Believe me, I know. It's going to be Trump's American Culinary Cup pretty soon, but I hope not.
Don't say those words. Let's hope not. Give us something. Give us our cooking shows at least.
No. I don't want that to happen. I was watching the clips that you put up, and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well...
There's so many reasons to hate JD Vance. I didn't think we needed a culinary one.
And then he goes and puts a ranch dressing.
But it's so bad. Right? And also, like, he's married an Indian woman, so she comes from this very deep, vast culinary tradition, you know, and he's giving her What was it? Ranch dressing?
Ranch
Who
dressing.
bakes ranch dressing?
Baked in the oven on a crescent roll.
Also, he's like, she's a vegetarian. She only eats bread, vegetables, and dairy.
And
I'm
apparently
like,
ranch
you've been
dressing.
married to this person for over a decade, right? And we eat lots of things, right? Rice, lentils, beans, squash, all this stuff. It's like, but you know, I mean, maybe he knows what she likes because she doesn't really have good taste.
This is true.
My job here is done.
Speaking of that, what's the worst thing that a partner has ever made for you? It can't be worse than that.
No, I would not let them back into my bed.
Yeah.
If they made me that.
Yeah.
I would prefer they not cook, actually. Well, it wasn't really what they cooked. It was how they brought it to me in bed.
Oh.
They
See,
made
normally
it,
that sounds like a good thing.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
but-
anything's
okay.
better in bed,
Right,
right? But
right.
they brought me a cup of tea, and my kitchen is downstairs, my bedroom is upstairs. And literally, I could, if they had committed a crime, I would have caught them because there was a trail of drops of tea all the way up to my bed. And then the next morning, I went downstairs, and it was sticky. There were drops of honey. And you can tell a lot about a chef by the way they cook and how clean they are. But that's true of men, too.
Oh, all right. I'm glad he's no longer in your life. Get him out of there.
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
He's not. But you know who you are.
You know who you are.
As someone who's traveled the country and judged thousands of challenges, what do you think makes the quintessential American dish?
It's a great question. So none of the things we think of as an American dish are American. Not hot dogs, not hamburgers, not even apple pie.
Okay, got
You
it.
know how they say, like, as American as apple pie? Not one ingredient in apple pie is actually indigenous to North America. Not even the apples, not the flour, not the cinnamon, nothing.
Yes.
But if you're talking about American food, you're talking about elk, venison, rabbit, as far as proteins, beans, corn, squash, sumac.
Right.
All these wonderful things. And, you know, we ate all kinds of things before America was colonized, and we brought, you know, cattle and chicken and, you know, all that stuff. And they didn't eat pork, they didn't have lard, all these things. But they did have a lot of wonderful berries and, you know, depending on where you are in the country, different things.
Right. What about beef tallow? RFK is big on beef tallow. Is that...
It's obviously not working on his skin. He's not applying it topically, because look at him. He looks like a leathery boot.
Yeah.
You know, he does. And why would you work out in jeans? That tight. And then why are you going in a tub in jeans?
In jeans?
They're tight enough.
Gets
You
them
don't
on
need them wet.
And then he walks around, shuffles around with wet jeans for the rest of the day.
And then
It's
the milk.
Insane.
The thing I want when I'm in a hot tub is like a cold glass of milk.
Yeah.
No.
I am right there with you. I am
He's
right
so
there.
gross, too.
I mean, we could go on all day about that, but I'm getting nauseous.
Ginger's good for
Ginger.
now.
Okay, thank you. I'll put some in my water. Put that over there. So much of your life's work has been dedicated to living and celebrating and exploring the multicultural experience, the immigrant experience. You see what's happening in this country right now. Immigrants are very much under threat. How are you processing all of this right now, both personally and in terms of the work that you do?
It's really difficult. I mean, I'm an American citizen and I have been for a long time, but you never know. They're rounding up and harassing American citizens, too. It's a very scary time, and I just think it's ill-advised. Never mind the ethics of it or the morality of it, but it's actually stupid. Here's why. Every generation of immigrants has helped further the economy and the evolution of this country. This country, amongst all the countries in the world, is uniquely formed and a superpower because of immigrant input. You know, the best of the best from all over. Yeah, and you see farmers, you know, crying in their fields who even voted for this asshole and twice and are like, you know, I have no one to pick my carrots because they're too scared to come to work. Serves you right. I mean, I'm sorry about that. I don't want Monsanto to buy your family farm, but you know, like that's what happens. We don't realize how much, I mean, the food system especially but restaurants, agriculture, moving that food and distributing it, all of that stuff. But the whole economy, name any sector of our culture, health, education, sports, music, anything. What would it be without any influence of any immigrant? Work would stop. Work would stop completely. Our country would come to a standstill. And that's what they're going to realize. Who's going to do all this?
That's right. That's exactly right. I can't let you go without asking you something, and this is, forgive me for the hard-hitting question.
Okay.
All right. But you are a self-proclaimed bed eater.
Oh, yes.
And I myself love a good pizza in bed.
I love anything in bed.
Yeah. So I want to know, what is the weirdest thing that you've ever eaten in bed? And get your minds out of the gutter. This is not a sex question, unless you want it to be, and then it can be.
The weirdest thing, the hardest thing to eat in bed.
Oh boy.
Really is anything with a lot of crumbs, So I constantly am dusting off cracker crumbs, cookie crumbs, all of that. And then I try not to drink red wine or eat pomegranate or blackberries or raspberries because those stain.
Yes.
So I love frozen grapes, and I especially love frozen grapes in bed. But you want to use the green seedless kind, not the red or black grapes, because those will stain your sheets.
Okay, are we writing this down? Are we writing? So your next cookbook will just be meals in bed.
Yes,
this is
exactly.
What I feel like this
meals
is
on a tray.
Meals on a tray.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for being
Nice
here.
to be here.
Congratulations
I'm
on
so
everything.
happy
So
to
good
be
to
here.
meet you. America's Culinary Cup premieres March 4th on CBS. Padma Lakshmi.